So this is a quick video to show you guys how to change the oil in your car. To clarify, this is just the oil being changed and not the oil filter. And the easy way of doing this is with one of these. And now this is just, you can type it into Google, so you can say oil pump or vacuum pump or oil extractor. Any of those combinations generally get you one of these. So as you can see, this is a dome shape with a pump on it and a long tube. So the idea is you literally suck the oil out of the car. So here we have our oil reservoir, so this is what the oil will be sucked into. And here we have the vacuum pump, so we'll just fix this on top. And with it comes two caps, so this is that you can use this to carry the oil safely in to go to the dump or another waste disposal place. So as you can see, it comes with a long hose, like so. How it works, quite simply, is you remove the dipstick. Put the end into where the dipstick hole is. Feed it all the way in till you feel resistance, and you know it's at the bottom. And then you literally just put some pressure on it. As we can see now, the oil is actually being sucked out of the car, as you can see there. So this was where the dipstick was, so that's the tube has gone in, and then it comes all the way through the pipe and into this canister there. So the oil is quite thick, so it's best not to give it too much of a vacuum in there. Just give it a load of pumps and then let that start sucking the oil out. So this isn't a very quick process, it just gradually brings it out and starts filling the canister. So probably about 15 minutes ago, took the car for a quick run. That just warmed it all up, warmed up the engine oil, and just stirred it all up. So if there was any sediment at all in it, it'd all be stirred up and floating around in itself. And then because it's quite warm, it means it sucks through slightly better. So I'll reiterate, they're slightly warm and not hot. If it's hot, obviously plastic tubing and stuff, you definitely don't want to do that. But yes, now it's the case of just leaving it, and then every now and then give it a couple more pumps just to keep the vacuum on it. Well, that's just doing that. So afterwards I'll be replacing the oil, obviously, and the main thing is to get exactly the right oil for your car. Quite often, you know, if you Google it, there's quite a lot of websites. It's quite easy. You put in your number plate, and then they'll say exactly what oils they recommend. So that's the best way of doing it. So then you get exactly the right oil for your car. And obviously, like with most things, brands, they tend to be slightly better than the cheaper ones. So these vacuum pumps, they come a range of prices. So this one was around the £40 mark, so this one's more of a quality thing. So the higher end price scale is around 40, 50, 60 pounds. Whereas I have seen them for cheaper, so you can get them for around £20. Similar design to this, yeah, as I say, for around 20, slightly cheaper, so I obviously couldn't comment on the quality there. But then you can get even cheaper ones still, which are around £5, £10. But those are literally these tubes. I've just connected to a standard hand pump. Once again, obviously depends how much you want to spend on them. They're really useful, obviously reusable, so if you've got multiple cars, you can easily do it on every single car. Very easy. And as I say, it holds the oil in it as well. So what you can do is suck the oil out here, then fill it up with the oil canister, and then pour it straight back in the old, the new oil canister, and then take it off to the dump or rubbish. As you can see, it's very clean, very easy. The only dirty parts are, well, as you can see, putting the tube in and then dismantling it at the end and making sure all the oil is stripped out of it. And that's it, really. Right, that's it. It's now finished, as you can hear. The last little bits are now coming out. But it's making that bubbling noise. What's happening there is obviously there's very little oil left, like just drinking out of a cup with a straw. So it's just the last couple of pumps there just to make sure it has all been got out. So now obviously what we're going to want to do is just put back in the dipstick and pour in the new oil. So checking, so this car takes around 3 litres of engine oil. So this is a 4 litre container, so I'll be careful not to put the whole much in, because as bad as it is to have too little oil, it's also very bad to have too much oil. So I've now put around 2.5 litres of oil in, so what I'll do is just leave it to sit for about 5-10 minutes, let all the oil sink down, then just take the dipstick out, have a look where it is. If it needs a bit more, put a bit more in, and if not, not. And yeah, as you can see, it's as simple and easy as that. Very clean process, no mess at all. You can do it on any ground you want, as long as you're careful with the end bit. It's easy. As I say, the oil filter wasn't changed at all, but you can change the oil filter if you want, because you can get to it from above the car. You don't have to be underneath, which means you can take all the oil out and then just switch the 2 filters over, and then put the new one in and not even touch the sump plug, because of course that's where it gets quite messy. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. Nice easy video, and I'll put some links in of where the pump is and everything.